Now, as the Drake and DeMar DeRozan situation continues to flourish, the Toronto Raptors fans, yes, their own fans, have stepped in and gave their own opinions, their thoughts and opinions on the matter as well. Now, you see here, this is the Toronto Raptors official page. And one of the comments that the commenters read right here was, the next time I hear Drake on the telecast, I'll be turning the game off. And then he calls him that. And then this is the thing, bro, is that, like I said in the last video, Drake doesn't speak for Toronto. He only speaks for himself. This isn't the only person that shared their thoughts on everything that Drake was saying on that game. Someone else said Drake is so salty, a fan wrote. Another fan wrote, still salty about Kendrick, LMAO. And then another person wrote, he's still insecure. DeMar messed with Kendrick. And then someone else put Drake is so salty. Could be the first one. So a lot of people are upset about this, man, because they know exactly, like they think themselves. They don't think the same thing as Drake. Drake just thinks for himself. The Raptors fans, from what it looks like, have had enough. Why is the NBA still associating with this guy? Like I said, bro, this has become an ongoing situation. This has become a situation that the Toronto Raptors can't stand, because the way that Drake looks at things isn't how the fan base looks at it, bro. Just because Drake is from Toronto doesn't mean that everybody from Toronto is going to ride with Drake. A lot of people in Toronto probably don't even listen to Drake. You know what I mean? Like, they probably know of Drake, but it doesn't mean that they're a Drake fan. It doesn't mean that they're going to put Drake over DeMar DeRozan, which brings me to the next post right here. On the Toronto Raptors Reddit, it says here, reminder, and I'm speaking for all Raptors fans, DeMar over Drake every time. DeMar is our dude. Drake is talking smack on national TV. Just showed me he doesn't understand the time and place to speak about these things. DeMar and Lowry can dance with Kendrick all day long, and I will still love them. Drake underestimates how much we love DeMar. You see, the fan base loves DeMar DeRozan. Like I said, bro, he's one of the top scorers for the Toronto Raptors, bro. He gave the Raptors everything he got when it came to the game of basketball. You can't knock that man's work over a personal vendetta on how you feel about Kendrick Lamar. It's crazy how Drake is being so selfish in this situation when he doesn't realize that Toronto loves DeMar DeRozan more than he'll ever understand. And that's why they're saying that Drake underestimates how much they love DeMar. It's clear as day that just because you got into a petty beef and you haven't settled your differences doesn't mean that the rest of Toronto is going to agree with you. You might think that you run Toronto, but you don't control the people and you don't control how they think. That's a fact. And you could tell by all these posts that people are making. Everything that people are saying is just to prove a point that I was trying to make in the last video. DeMar DeRozan has contributed to Toronto, and the fans know that. The people know that. As far as Drake and his pettiness goes with this whole thing, he's going to have to figure that out on his own. But shout out to DeMar DeRozan. Shout out for all the fans that are speaking up, saying that Drake doesn't speak for them. They speak for themselves. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about this, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. We'll keep it a legend.